Coming up, Chris Sale did exactly what I thought, plus how to define a winner in the Jimmy Garoppolo trade. Red Sox completed the sweep of the Baltimore Orioles as predicted last night. 5-1 was the final. Mookie Betts back in the lineup, continuing his dominance in Baltimore, hitting another home run. And Chris Sale did exactly what I thought he would do. Chris Sale has had trouble winning games. Not all his fault. Sale's going to pitch angry. Yeah, Sale pitched well, but was ultimately agitated and then ejected for arguing balls and strikes. The Red Sox now head out west, where they'll start a series with the Seattle Mariners beginning tonight. More on that in a moment. Jimmy Garoppolo continuing to open eyes during 49ers workouts. Niners cornerback and new Jimmy G teammate Richard Sherman said this, quote, "You can see a lot of the things that he learned from Tom, just going through his progressions, going through them quick, going through the triangle, his reads from left to right, taking what the defense gives, not forcing the big play," close quote. So I just wanted to remind everyone how we're going to determine who won the Jimmy Garoppolo trade. And we're probably not going to figure out who won it based on what Bill Belichick got in return, because he got a second-round pick, which was underwhelming. Then he traded the second-round pick, got multiple picks beyond the second-round pick, and trying to calculate and figure out who had what kind of career based on the pick that he got for Jimmy G will make your head spin. So here's how we're going to figure out who wins that trade. Post-Jimmy G deal, does Tom Brady win a championship? If the answer is no, then the Patriots can't win the trade. But there is a way that they can avoid losing it. If Jimmy G never wins a Super Bowl in San Francisco. But that might not even be good enough, because if he gets close, if he's clearly a great player, a great quarterback, then you'll naturally think, but what could he have done had he been under Bill and under Josh and with this Patriots program and with the team that molded him? The best thing, obviously, for the Patriots would be for Tom Brady to win another Super Bowl. That will absolutely and officially validate Bill and Robert Kraft sticking with him. If Tom Brady can't win another Super Bowl as Patriots quarterback, the chances that Jimmy G just turns into some absolute bust and the Patriots would win the trade that way are very, very slim. Also, Tom Brady's wife Giselle revealed in a Vogue interview how the quarterback proposed to her. She said, quote, "When he proposed to me, he made up this whole story how my apartment was flooding, and I ran over there to fix the situation. When I got there, the apartment had candles and rose petals everywhere, and he went down on his knees to propose, and I'm like, get up, because he just had surgery and 3 staph infections." This is one of those times where it's such a shame that the Patriots won't have media availability anytime soon. I would have loved to have heard from Tom Brady about this moment. What was that phone call like? What was the urgency in his voice like while he was making up a lie about his girlfriend's apartment flooding? Giselle, you gotta get home here. And Giselle in the quote says she ran home to take care of the situation. Well, if Brady was telling her what was going on, why couldn't he do something? I guess theoretically he would have played it off like he was. Hey, hon, it's getting bad here. I mean, you can't tell somebody that their high-end apartment is flooding and just be totally calm about it. But I respect the lie. You got to do those kinds of things in that situation. U.S. Open got underway today at Shinnecock Hills, and I'll be honest with you, I'm so confused in terms of the actual golf course. All I keep hearing is, oh, it's the greatest course in America. It's the greatest. It's right there with Augusta National. It's one of the best courses you can play. And then in the next breath, I hear about in 2004, the course got away from them, and the USGA has all these concerns, and it could be too hard, and the members were ashamed after the last U.S. Open. It just seems like there's a lot of people worrying that Shinnecock Hills is going to come up small. I mean, the people that take care of the course, how they're able to prepare it and get it ready, that's all part of the deal here. You don't see those kinds of issues with Augusta National. Everything is always pristine, perfect. So I don't know how on one hand Shinnecock's the greatest course, one of the greatest courses in America, and then on the other hand everybody's concerned that it's going to fall flat in the U.S. Open. Is it one of the greatest courses in America or at risk? Which is it? All right, take your pick. Which would be bigger for the individual player? Tiger Woods winning this U.S. Open or Phil Mickelson winning this U.S. Open? For the individual player, it's Phil Mickelson. The U.S. Open has eluded him over the years. The U.S. Open has tortured him over the years. It would complete the career Grand Slam for Phil. It would exercise all kinds of evil demons. It would take a gorilla off of his back. But for golf, it's Tiger Woods. Because if Tiger Woods could come back, win his first major in a decade, win his first major since the scandal, he would be officially, absolutely back. The golf world would explode with hype. But Tiger's won 14 majors, he won the U.S. Open 3 times. For him specifically, this isn't as big of a deal as it would be for Mickelson, the player. All right, my lock of the day, the Red Sox tonight going up to Seattle to face the Mariners. I'm taking the Mariners plus 1.5 in this one. Seattle is just a place, for whatever reason, the Red Sox do not play well. David Price is on the mound going up against Felix Hernandez for Seattle. Price has been winning and pitching really well for Boston. That actually worries me. I feel like he'll come back down to earth a little bit outside of his comfort zone in Seattle. And the Red Sox, like I said, just don't play well there. I'll take the Mariners plus 1.5 tonight. That's my lock of the day. Have a good one.
Well, as you know, I'm not on Snapface and all that, so I don't really get those.